veteran Arwin Santos, a former PBA champion and a former MPBL champion, magbibida para sa Basilan. Para naman sa Nueva Ecija, they will activate itong si Robbie Celis, who sat out their season debut against Pasay. Will Macaloni also returning to the lineup after missing the opener. And they will be important figures as Nueva Ecija goes for win number 2 against Basilan. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, si Dev Tupas kasama si Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, Basilan coming off a loss, Nueva Ecija coming off a victory. You know, what do you think about this matchup?
Well, aside from the names and the personalities of players that we have here, this is going to be a really good match because Basilan, of course, you know kababalik ng Basilan. They want to get their first win. Samantalang ito lang bang Nueva Ecija, they want to continue that winning streak, especially going up against a formidable team in Basilan.
And of course, welcome natin yung mga kasama natin na nanonood sa Facebook and YouTube and also on Solar Sports. Kasama din natin at courtside Ms. Sydney Crespo. And Sydney has been very busy talking to the players. Kamusta
Hello,
naman
Sadel,
ang
Coach Mike.
kanayong kampo? Sid, go ahead.
Hello, Sadel, Coach Mike. What an exciting game or match to end this first week this season. No, this is a very important game for both teams because for Basilan, they would want to prove na hindi lang sila magaling individually. Coach Mac Tan reiterated what he needs, effort and sacrifice. It is now up to them to show up. While Nueva Ecija at home, alam naman natin kung paano nila i-defend ang kanilang home floor. And Coach Don reminded his guys that Basilan will play with extra energy and motivation tonight. So they need to match that. Sa Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, Sid. And syempre, alam natin pag dalawang powerhouse teams na nagbanggaan, it always sets up nicely to an explosive encounter. And we've seen a lot of classic games dito sa Palayan City. Basilan ang pag-usapan natin. They're coming off a 3-season absence dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. And it seemed like yung pagkawala nila dito, medyo nanibago sila sa laro dito sa MPBL. They lost to Rizal and they were down by as many as 31 points in this game.
Well, when they came back, actually, it was a tough start to be coming back. And pinahirapan talaga sila ng Rizal. A matter of fact, they were trailing for most of the games. They tried to come back here late in the fourth, pero they couldn't make so much out of it. Securing the boards and making threes really have been the challenge. And the energy, they couldn't match the energy of Rizal in that game. Kaya it's good for Coach Don Dulay and Coach Mac to expect energy coming out of the Basilan team.
Oh, no, and definitely, you know, we talked about yung Basilan nga kami ni Coach Christian, and we know that it was this team is so much better than that result.
Definitely.
No, alam natin yan na kaya-kaya nilang bumawi. Nueva Ecija naman, they went up against Pasay. It was a rematch of last year's playoffs. And, you know, if you're familiar with each other, minsan kasi mahirap pag masyadong familiar sa isa't isa. But Nueva Ecija with that strong finishing kick anchored by their new recruit, JC Marcelino, leading the way to this 84-72 win.
Right, and we saw the reason why the Twins had to come in. And then that strong 12-0 run led by JC Marcelino really finished it off for Nueva Ecija. And really, it's about going up defensively, being disciplined, and the effort, efficiency in the execution of the offense. Really a trademark of the team of Nueva Ecija.
Tosi Tancinco was a standout in that game with 18 points. Malaking bagay yan na contribution para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Pinakita niya na hindi lang siya add-on doon sa kasama niya yung pagbiyahe ng Zamboanga to Nueva Ecija, but also a key figure in this team. No? And syempre, hindi na natin patatagalin pa to. Let's go to Richard Tampos for the starting lineups. It's Basilan against Nueva Ecija.
Let's meet the starting lineups. Introducing first your Basilan Viva Portmasters. At guard number 5, Alex Cabagnot. Playing as center number 95, Jason Grimaldo. Point guard number 74, Jeff Biernes. Forward number 19, the poker, Eman Calo. And at power forward number 29, the Spider-Man, Arwin Santos. The head coach is Mac Tan. Assistant coaches, Carmelo Navarro, Rob Lavagala, Arnel Siap, and Chelito Caro. Assistant team manager, Timothy Pua. Team manager, Rich Alvarez. the MPBL Season 4 champion, your Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards. At forward number 8, Robbie Celis. Power forward number 14, Will Macaloni. Starting at forward number 51, Big Bang Toto, Byron Villarias. And from the guard line, the Marcelino twins, JB and JC. The head coach is Don Dulay. His assistants are Rob Wainwright, Matt Macalindal, Arnold Oliveros, Jonathan Oiloan, and Rick Season. Assistant team manager Jen Dignadice. The team manager Raymond Dizon. The team owners Ivan Cuevas, Ryan May Cuevas, and Bong Cuevas.
Starting five of the game brought to you by 1xBet. Basilan has Alex Cabagnot, Jeff Viernes, Jason Grimaldo, Eman Calo, and Arwin Santos. Nueva Ecija starts with the Marcelino twins, JC and JV, Will Macaloni, Rob Celis, and Toto Villarias. Macaloni, Celis, and JC Marcelino were all part of the, all MPBL selection.
And
Macaloni and Marcelino in the first team, Celis in the second team.
right.
Ganun katindi.
Ganon katindi. At saka, I like how Will Macaloni has actually trimmed down as well. Gives him a lot more mobility, I guess, and we'll have to see it. This is the first time seeing Will Macaloni on the floor, but how about this couple of guards, the twins already starting for Nueva Ecija early on, and just tells you they want to dictate pace.
And on the other end, Alex Cabagnot and Arwin Santos
Right.
are starting the game for Basilan.
Ang isang medyo, kanina I talked to him, Eman Calo, he says, Coach, nasa kabilang team ako pero laro lang ito.
He has some really good friends on the other side.
Right.
In fact, si
Billy
Robles, mga kalaban ko, kaibigan ko. But ito, they've really developed a strong partnership.
Right.
Robbie Celis and Will Macaloni.
And, you're not surprised that their points initially come from that play inside the paint because itong Nueva Ecija, they're up there, number 3 in terms of a two-point mix. And so, nakikita mo talagang very much perimeter-oriented, more than 3-point attempts itong Nueva Ecija.
Basilan, Cabagnot with a jumper. No, rebound. Marcelino, that's JC Marcelino, the former MVP.
And when you've got a rebounding guard that's got those hops, it gives you a lot of advantage, lalo na in transition.
Celis turnaround shot, short rebound ni Arwin Santos. Calo waits and gets rewarded.
Calo, the many times that he's played here, a recipient of the outlet coming from Arwin Santos. Good finish too.
They tied at 2. Marcelino to Macaloni. Man's bodies with Santos. Cabagnot comes away with it. Eman Calo. Umatake. Eman Calo gets the roll.
4 quick ones from Eman Calo.
And I think this is something that was lacking in Basilan's part.
Right.
Na nung laban nila against Rizal. Medyo yung energy nila, it wasn't the same in the intensity. And itong Rizal, iba yung bulusok agad eh.
Parang they got punched immediately in that game. But right now, trying to set that tone here para sa Basilan.
A blocking foul on Eman Calo clearly. Ating officiating crew, Manuel Binondo, Maynard Centeno, Ray Gabriel, and Jackson Mabandos. Check out this fast break from Eman Calo. Dalawang sunod yan. Dinamitan ng lakas na katawan dito sa pangalawa. Lorenzo Navarro is in the game. Kapalit ni Jeff Viernes, who seems to be hurt.
Yeah, he's been sitting there for quite a while. I think yung action earlier, he got hit on the back of his head, right around the ear area.
One of the first signings of Basilan. Ito si Jeff Viernes.
Yep.
Holds the scoring record in the MPBL with 50 points, but he has to go back to the bench. Macaloni with 5 seconds in the shot clock. Will Macaloni, that's number 2 on Eman Calo.
Yeah, and you see quickly Eman Calo picking up Will Macaloni. You know, physicality is there, but the respect as well for each of the
Parehong
former
Cebuano
teammates.
yan.
Isa pa yun, di ba?
Kaibigan yung dalawang yan. Will Macaloni.
One other thing that I noticed in some of this offensive schemes nila Coach Don Dulay, yung left side ng floor, they like to flood it with left-handed players.
And they have a lot of really good left-handed players. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat. LGR Sports here. Marwin Santos grabs the rebound. Enzo Navarro trying to extricate himself from JV Marcelino. Alex Cabagnot ngayon. Arwin against Robbie Celis. Alex takes the jumper. Cabagnot. Ganda ng galaw ni Alex Cabagnot ngayon. No? He looked, yung timing niya was a bit off against Rizal, but he's starting out very well here against Nueva Ecija.
Parang hindi nawala sa laro, at least on his movement. And you know how much high of an IQ coach Alex Cabagnot is, and we understand he's part of the coaching staff as well of UE. Look at this run here.
Marcelino to Celis, fouled by Grimaldo. Coach Macta not happy.
And the mere fact that you have Robbie Celis running alongside the speedster in JC, as we see this really good pull-up right here, right off the top of the key for Alex Cabagnot.
That's a nice-looking jumper from Alex Cabagnot. Coach Mactan has been warned for sportsmanlike behavior.
And Kaduyak was already on the floor.
Oo, pinasok na for Eman Calo. One of the, aside from Mactan, there's one other guy standing sa coaching staff nitong Basilan, and that's Rob Labagala, who just got the coaching job with San Sebastian.
Right.
So congratulations, Coach Rob.
Yeah.
That's his first major coaching break. Coach Rob Labagala.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach Rob.
And I think yung the Star Horse is also the sponsor for the Stags. Cabagnot for 3, short, rebound, Enzo Navarro. Kaduyak goes to Arwin inside the paint. Arwin adjusts and puts it in.
What an adjustment mid-air by Spider-Man.
Mini hang time para kay Arwin Santos.
Arwin Santos. Just enough to finish on that hang.
A blocking foul on Arwin.
And immediately, it helped low side si Arwin against Will Macaloni.
Check out this play of the game brought to you by 1xBet. Arwin Santos with a hang time move.
Over Byron.
Yeah. On the help. Ganda pa rin natapos the Spider.
Yes. And much as we talk about, you know, all the names on the Basilan team, all these personalities, Arwin, Alex, the others need to do their part as well to help out those veterans.
Definitely. JV Marcelino to JC Marcelino. Nasa loob na si James Tempra. JC, Robbie Celis. It's a foul. That puts Basilan over the limit.
Yeah. And with Nueva Ecija trying to go for paint twos, nagkakaroon ng rotation at most of the time nag-end up sa fouls. And right now, Basilan already in penalty. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. It really just forces you to rotate defensively. They beat the primary defender. They beat out on the help side, and the recovery sometimes, for the most time, has been late, and so it ends up with fouls.
Was Ivan Cuevas there in the bench. Limang utos na para kay Robbie Celis. Got all 5 for Basilan. No, for Nueva Ecija rather. James Tempra, down low they go. Raba Al-Husseini, basket and 1.
That's one spot that could be an advantage with Al-Husseini head above shoulders against Will. Really just that slot-to-slot pass, ending up with that high-low, Raba finishing over Will.
Al-Husseini finishing full contact, and ang maganda dito, no? When this Basilan team, ang taas ng ceiling eh, with the individual players na nandun.
Agree.
When they play together, when they learn to play together, they, get their act together. They're a really, really strong team.
Agree.
And they'll, you see a top 2 or a top 3 team in the South Division.
Agree. At saka they really have to be able to play together, especially as they go up against the top teams. Pace is gonna be one key factor as well on how they play. See Will right there, challenged again by Raba. So far, Raba and Will battle, medyo ahead si Raba on that aspect.
That size of Al-Husseini is a problem for Will Macaloni, but Alex Cabagnot gives Basilan a 14-5 lead halfway through this first period.
Half of that make should go to Raba. Really good screen right there, preventing the defender to check on Alex.
Celis sa ilalim, Robbie Celis not giving up.
And Robbie Celis feels he's got the number of Tempra right now. He's just been attacking inside the paint, and his mobility and his footwork has really allowed him to get to those spots on the paint to score and even gather some fouls on the defender.
Celis completes the 3-point play. He's got all 8 points ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. It's 14-8. You see the difference of yung jump shot ni Alex Cabagnot niya, yung tira niya, mas may lift
Yes,
compared
agree.
to the Tuesday night game.
Agree. Yung lift niya when he made that 3 and even that 15-foot jumper. Speaking of lift, how about that jump right there?
Tempra puts it in for 2.
And Robbie Celis really losing control of that leather, trying to save it.
He came up with a block. Good defensive play.
Now, Coach Don Dula is putting in Billy Robles to try and go up against Alex Cabagnot, who scored about 5 points already in this game. Good matchup right here.
Celis pulls up. No. Tempra with the athletic rebound. Raymar Caduyak to Tempra. Raba doing some early work. Nabitawan ng bola ni Raba. Al-Husseini, they were asking for a foul, but given.
Too quick on that release.
JV Marcelino puts the ball on the deck against his former teammate, Raymar Caduyak. Teammates in college. JV, JC, Tosi Tansinko, and Raymar Caduyak.
Yeah, from LPU. I see him. You're right.
Check out this 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Alex Cabagnot. Late on the closeout was Will Macaloni.
Yeah, yun na yung lift na sinasabi mo kanina. No? I mean, he's taking it on that side of the floor with the defender coming from his left, which is his shooting arm, and he still makes it.
Para sa akin, mas madali yan for him.
Yeah.
Scramble for the loose ball. Jammer Hamito comes up with it. Robles to Wilson.
Little bit of angle miscommunication there between Billy. Billy wanted Wilson to go to the corner because that was the free spot. But Wilson hasn't gotten there yet, so they lost it.
Sherwin Concepcion has entered the game for Basilan.
Stagger.
Caduyak finds Tempra. Enzo Navarro, switch. Navarro drives. Caduyak. Offensive foul on Enzo Navarro.
Yeah, he was moving, trying to give up that free space and having that defender hit him. Instead, that foul got called on Enzo. See here, he's trying to reach in and got in the way of John.
He was moving.
But still, ang ganda pa rin ng rotation ng two-man action na yun defensively para sa Nueva Ecija. Oh, Jammer with a slip.
Mito gets the 2 points.
Now,
4 turnovers each for both teams. Basilan still ahead, 16-10.
Jammer right now lighter on his feet against Al-Husseini. and could have that strength to go up against him underneath.
Kaduyak swiped away by Robles. And John Wilson will get the 2 points.
And this is where Nueva Ecija really is at their best, playing defense on one end and running transition when the defense is coming in late.
John Wilson, the all-time leading scorer of the MPBL. Palayan City, Nueva Ecija. Maraming bumiyahe galing Manila para manood ng game na to.
Who wouldn't want to go here? With this game between the returning Basilan team looking for their first win and the very first home game of the Rice Vanguards.
Oo nga. Raba Alosaini is fouled by Jammer, Amito.
Yeah, and I love this version of Raba Al-Husseini getting involved real quick offensively para dito sa Basilan. It really just sets the tone on the paint presence para dito sa Basilan team.
Nueva Ecija played for Manila last season. Some mixed results for him. Meron siya 3 puntos so far. Soft touch. I tell you, for a big man, isa to sa pinakamagandang kamay ito si Raba Alosaini. Former MVP in the UAAP.
Yeah, he's just properly squared and that soft touch release, ano?
Ganda ng mechanics na tira ni Raba.
Walang kaingay-ingay, ano?
It's a 6-point lead for the Viva Port Masters. JC, Robbie, Amito.
Oh, yeah.
Offensive foul.
Oh, wow.
He's been making some good plays here.
Right. And he just continues to be impressive. I mean, where Raba goes, being the lead big man here, is where most probably Basilan's gonna go. No question about it. They've got really good guards, but on the big side, his presence and his performance would really tell a lot on how they'd be playing on both ends.
Pinasok na sa laro, JC Colliar and Christian Manaytay.
Yeah. More defense there with JC Colliar in and more mobility with Manaytay.
Alosaini, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Raymar Kaduyak thought about it. Lumapit si Raymar, short on the drive. Another former Rice Vanguard in Sherwin Concepcion is in the Basilan lineup, by the way. Manaytay trying to go to Hamito. Kaduyak quickly to Santos. Arwin. Binangga ni Manaytay.
Yeah, Arwin's gonna test Manaytay right now.
Arwin, jumper, short, gets his own miss. Arwin, another jump, still no go, and John Wilson secures the rebound for Nueva Ecija. Colliar to Wilson.
Slips.
Wilson down low to Manaytay, ends up with Robles. He stepped on the line, another turnover.
Boy, that's the 6th turnover already for Nueva Ecija. They've been pretty efficient. If you look at them from last season, they averaged roughly about 10 to 12 turnovers per game. And right now, early in this game, there's already 6.
May 6 din naman ang Basilan. Pareho lang. Concepcion, Grimaldo, Viernes, Cabagnot, and Tempra ang 5 for Basilan. Nakadalawang balik na itong mga ibang players. As Sherwin Concepcion knocks down the 3. And that forces Coach Don Dulay into a timeout.
And tell you what forced them into that situation was Alex Cabagnot was involved in that side ball screen action, forgetting about Sherwin Concepcion on the other end. He's got that free loop and that basket make.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
MPBL President and Chairman Senator Manny Pacquiao and wife Madam Jinky Pacquiao in the building. Marian Cuevas is also there in our VIP row. Basilan up by 9 and this was I think this is a continuation of what they were doing against Rizal late in the game. Kasi nakita natin, they were down by 31.
Right.
But they kept on playing and they were playing hard. And until natapos 14 na lang yung lamang.
Correct. Matter of fact, yung fourth quarter na yun, they outscored Rizal 19-8. And so, tama ka doon. This is just a continuation of the energy that they brought in that final quarter against Rizal.
No, I think may mga realizations din siguro eh. Lalo na some of the guys who are veterans but played for in the league. Has hardly played in the league or first time in the league. If you don't bring the intensity and energy, delikado ka. As John Wilson gets his 5th point of the ball game. Corner 3 para kay John Wilson, 21-16.
Now they got a couple of shooters on the floor right now. John Wilson together with Tosi Tansinko so far has been the most efficient three-point shooter for Coach Don Dulay. And the hope is for them to be floor spacers to open up the dribble penetrate on the other guys.
Concepcion is open.
Oh,
That's
wow.
good.
And Alex Cabagnot has been a factor here in this game, and you love that Sherwin's making those shots. How about that drive though by JC?
JC Colliar beats the first quarter buzzer. It's a well-played back and forth battle here to start this ball game. Basilan on the road against Nueva Ecija. Rice Vanguards making their home debut and they're looking to impress their home crowd. The 2022 MPBL champions are down though against Arwin Santos and Alex Cabagnot and the rest of the Basilan Viva Port Masters, who are looking sharp at the moment after that loss to Rizal. Concepcion with a couple of threes here in the first period, which we will end with Basilan on top, 24-19.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Tonight, Coach Don Dulay emphasized that he is going to need other guys aside from his usual starting 5. Kaya na-appreciate daw niya talaga sina Tosi Tansinko at Jammer Hamito sa kanilang contributions to start this season. Nueva Ecija is focusing on the fact that this is their first time being complete with Will Macaloni and Robbie Celis. It's given that Basilan is stacked in every position as Coach Don also mentioned, pero para kay Coach Mac, discipline is just as important as talent. Plain and simple, we only played well for 5 minutes last game. Yan ang sabi niya. Kaya kasama daw dapat dyan, you sacrifice to make this work collectively. Let's see who can show up as one unit. So, Coach Mike.
Thank you for that report, Sydney and Nueva Ecija. As you mentioned, complete, full strength sila ngayong gabi. And Basilan, syempre ganado ka, full strength kayo. Pero Basilan naman, out to prove something because they good observation by Coach Matt.
Right.
Played for only 5 minutes. It's a 40-minute game. It's only 1/8 of a game.
And the operative word there is collectively.
9 of 17 shooting para sa Basilan, but Sherwin Concepcion, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, torching his former team, 27-19, 8-point lead for Basilan.
And right now, Basilan shooting 50% from 3, 4 out of 8. 3 of them coming from Sherwin Concepcion.
Turnover for Nueva Ecija, that's number 8 in the ball game. Alex Cabagnot.
He wants,
wants
a clear out, right.
for Jason Grimaldo. Grimaldo has the advantage, but could not get the ball to Tempra. Turnover.
Didn't exploit that mismatch underneath with Billy. Grimaldo should have taken that shot.
Manaytay could not finish against Grimaldo. One of the better defensive players in the league.
Somehow Nueva Ecija playing out of sync right now. And all these-
Cabagnot
Yeah.
again.
And
That's too much space para kay Alex Cabagnot.
That's right. And you've got a couple of floor spacers in Basilan right now. 5 of 9.
5 of 10.
5 of 10 rather from 3.
Wilson. To Manaytay. He'll fire a 3. Short rebound. Concepcion. Another stop for the Portmasters.
And this zone has actually taken away the dribble penetrations and just allows 3-point attempts for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
You see how Alex Cabagnot has been controlling this ball game. And here he is firing a 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's the second 3 para kay Alex Cabagnot. He's got 8 points, 2 assists. And he's just, being a floor general at the moment.
Agree.
Para dito sa Basilan, has worked wonders for the Portmasters.
Tsaka sobrang composed no? He's just being in there, being the calm for Basilan.
Grimaldo, the turnaround shot, no good. Lucas Colliar with the rebound. Colliar. Bounce pass to Macaloni, fouled by Grimaldo.
And Grimaldo was there trying to help out on that middle drive by JC, but at the same time staying home on Will Macaloni. So last second na lang nakapasa si JC for Will. And so far, rhythm-wise, you don't feel the rhythm of JC, you don't feel the rhythm of Will Macaloni. It's only Robbie Celis who's done real good at the start. You gotta find the others as well for Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards to start getting in the game and start contributing.
And this is a concern also. Not really a concern, but this is something na kailangan din ma-address. LGR is the official outfit of the MPBL. Maraming salamat sa LGR Sportswear. When you have a JC Marcelino who's used to having the ball all the time, now you have to share it with Will Macaloni, Robbie Celis, John Wilson, Sherwin Concepcion from way downtown. That's a heat check. It's sort of, you have a decision to make every game. That will you get your teammates into the flow, sila muna, or ikaw muna?
That's right.
Kasi decision yan eh.
Correct.
Kung unahin mo muna sila, but you all know JC also, needs to get his rhythm going. And there he is.
There you go. There you go. And you like that he gets into it in the flow of the offense. Now it doesn't have to be one-on-one. So
Hindi na pilit.
hindi na pilit, that's right. And you got to move around, move man and ball around, including JC, so that you get to 3 spots and with the defense coming in late. Ooh.
Oh,
Is that on Rob?
yes. Interesting though.
Yeah, interesting.
Because mas malapit sa bola si Robbie. Let's check out this call right here. Arvin Santos doing a great job. Okay. I get the call. It was Arvin who had the inside
Right.
track sa bola dahil nga siya nakatapik. Oh, look at JC Marcelino take that ball away from Raba Alusaini. Viernes trying in front, and No count.
Well, I like the defensive stop there of Jeff, stopping the momentum of JC.
Parang kinuhaan na ng candy eh.
Oo.
Ng JC Marcelino.
Pero ganda ng stop ni Jeff doon. He went immediately to the strong hand, and if you don't allow that, then you're stopping the attack and the momentum. You can't afford to allow really good players to have just a straight line drive with their strong hand.
Mocon. JC Marcelino drives. And JC Marcelino taking charge here. Back-to-back baskets. 6-point game.
And you like that if you're Nueva Ecija, because now you're starting to get him in the flow of the offense.
And Mocon is in specifically para batayan si Alex Cabagnot. Santos misses. Calo did not get the offensive rebound. Check out this drive from JC Marcelino. Wow, what a move.
Love the hop to that
Step.
finish, right? 4-0 run so far for Nueva Ecija.
Look at the spin from JC Marcelino. Too strong.
Wow!
And he keeps it alive. JC Marcelino,
And
former MVP,
Right.
doing MVP things.
right. The MVP is just taking over. The MVP is in this game.
There's a whistle. Going against JC Marcelino. Check out this play of the game brought to you by 1xBet. JC Marcelino, down goes Eman Calo. Spins to evade the defense of Viernes. Bumps Arwin Santos. Gets his own miss. And finishes with a layup. And yes, you can flex. Pag ganyan kahirap ang iyong tira.
Right. And that almost looked like a 1 versus 5 situation. Attack every defender right in front of JC.
Kaduyak to Tempra. Down low they go. Raba with the left hand. It's no good.
Babied that a little bit.
JC Marcelino down low to Robbie Celis. Celis is fouled.
But you should be fine if you're Coach Don Dulay, because you're getting all the ball in the man movement except for those makes. Those makes were halfway in, just couldn't fall.
Interesting here. John Mahari, who played well last game, has yet to check in. Enzo Hoson has yet to check in as well.
Right. And John was instrumental in that comeback in the fourth quarter.
Raba Aloceno goes back to the bench. Getting into conversation with Coach Rob like Abagala. And look at JC Marcelino putting together 8 straight points.
And he's got that look. He's got that look, Sadel.
I'm sorry, JC. We had to mention it.
Right.
You trying to find your rhythm. Mintis ang tres ni Eman Calo. JC Marcelino on the move. Kenneth Mocon will fire. No. Rebound. Good para kay Robbie Celis.
Faster on the ball, faster on decisions, quicker on their feet. The Rice Vanguards are looking so much better right now.
Good response for Nueva Ecija after trailing by 11. Marcelino leading the break. And even though it's a miss, galing kay Mocon, Robbie Celis is there to clean it up. Celis up to 10 points now. We are tied at 30.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
JC Marcelino. Took a while for him to, get into the groove of things. 8-point share sa fourth quarter and just in the nick of time.
Yes, agree. And huwag natin kalilimutan yung 12-0 run na yun in the fourth.
Tied game at 30. Basilan, did I see that right? 11, no turnovers. They have 8 already.
Right.
11 for Nueva Ecija. Chance for the Rice Bangers to take the lead here. Macaloni wasn't expecting the pass. Grimaldo is fouled by Marcelino.
And that swing on the other side of the floor for that push run offensively para dito sa Basilan, sure, that's there. But you have to admire the effort to go back defensively by the Rice Vanguards. And look at them right now. They're talking on the floor. A lot of the discussions, I'd like to think, would really be more on defensive coverage.
Grimaldo sinks the free throw. First point para kay Jason Grimaldo. He's got 3 rebounds, a steal, and an assist so far in the first half. 2 for 2 para kay Jason Grimaldo. Sherwin Concepcion returns. He's the leading scorer off the bench.
Yeah.
9 points para kay Sherwin.
And with Rabah Al-Hosseini on the bench right now, it's just very important for Grimaldo to start to continue the contributions of Rabah earlier. He had 5 points and he was very active on the low blocks. He's got to sustain that for the Basilan team to continue to have that advantage down low.
JC, Toto Villarias has returned as well. Celis drives, Grimaldo, the drop pass. Macaloni is blocked by Tempra, but he finishes on the other side.
The control and the pursuit of that offensive rebound for Will Macaloni after that good pass by Rob Celis.
13-2 run for Nueva Ecija. Cabagnot is fouled by Macaloni. And Nueva Ecija already over the limit.
See this pass.
Ganda
ng pasa na yun, no? Ni Rob Celis over to Will Macaloni.
Alex Cabagnot at the line. 8 points already para kay Alex Cabagnot.
3 of 6 from the field as well. And 2 out of 5 from 3. Ganda nung sinimula niya mga makes na jumpers kanina, eh, no?
Oo.
Tapos pasok si Sherwin Concepcion.
Perfect at the line. Basilan so far, 6 of 6. 2 for 2 for Alex.
Andito kahit paano pinapantayan ng Nueva Ecija yung energy nitong Basilan.
He's up to 10 points. Tyrone Chan, first time sa laro. Port Masters ahead now, 34-32. Under 4 minutes to play. Robbie finds JV Marcelino, fouled on Sherwin Concepcion.
Right. Good ploy right there on that back pick, exploiting it. Once after mag-shuffle cut na si Rob Celis going to the strong side post, binalikan naman ng dive ni Marcelino down there.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
This is the match that you want to see. Close game between these two teams. At sagutan, no? Bawat run natatapatan.
Santos. Hindi mo pwedeng si JC Marcelino kasi susubukan niya talaga makaagaw.
Oo. Kung may pagkakataon susundot eh, no?
Kaya nga eh. It's a 1-point game. Basilan ahead. 34-33. Grimaldo against Chan. Grimaldo, labas kay Arwin Santos, puts the ball on the deck. Arwin, the tough shot. No. Celis, the rebound. Celis, the fast break. Celis, the finish.
It was a foot race. Right there with Arwin Santos, and Rob Celis finishes on the other end.
Nueva Ecija has regained the lead. Concepcion to Grimaldo. Back to Grimaldo. Drop pass to Cabagnot for 2.
Good read by Grimaldo. Ano? The double was already coming after that roll. Pero ramdam mo pa rin yung depensa nitong Nueva Ecija na nandun, always in there and being present.
He's playing well.
Yeah,
Grimaldo.
right.
And Cabagnot as well. Chan misses the 3. Rebound ni Alex Cabagnot. It's his second rebound of the evening. 36-35. Santos. Alex. Grimaldo wants it against Chan. Offensive foul.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing too that you cannot allow if you're Nueva Ecija. You can't allow those straight line passes to the post. How about this move right here? Defense collapses and Grimaldo, presence of mind.
That is our assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet. Good passing actually. Concepcion to Grimaldo and Grimaldo to Cabagnot for the 2 points. Isa ang lamang ng Basilan. Bola ng Nueva Ecija ngayon. JV Marcelino. Celis. Cross court to Mocon. Ang atake si Ken Mocon.
Wow.
Layup is good.
Defense froze right there with that little hop step by Kenneth. Ganda rin ang pagkakaswing ng bola sa kabila. Hindi pinilit ni Rob Celis on that first side of the floor.
Cabagnot. Has to go to Arwin. Almost a steal there by Mocon. Cabagnot. Arwin down low. Aluseni stays patient. He's blocked by Toto Villarias. Raba has to get back defensively. Inside to Chan, and Raba with payback on the other end.
That's right. Pumawi defensively itong si Raba.
There's no call there.
Gotta pick yourself up here. Switch underneath. Ooh!
That's an unsportsmanlike foul on Raba Aluseni.
Oh, yeah. He got that switch.
That was dangerous, though.
That's right.
That was dangerous.
Well, first off, they already got the advantage underneath. We were already looking at that high-low pass, but that wraparound on the head.
Raba Aluseni engaging with Nueva Ecija crowd. Engaging is such a tame word. Pero tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. It gets bumped by Chan. He's asking for a call. And there's a switch here. There's a headlock.
Oh, yeah.
And he just discards JV Marcelino, who was smiling on the way down.
All right. He didn't just collar him, he pushed him with going down with the head.
It was an unsportsmanlike foul on number 21, Raba Al-Husseini, for excessive hard contact.
Ganda pa naman nilalaro ni Raba.
Al-Husseini.
Yeah. Was Bernard Young there of Basilan. The key figures of the glory days of the Happy franchise in the MPBL. Yung ibang mga ano natin, baka hindi na naabutan ng mga nanonood sa atin. Isa yan sa pinaka decorated na franchise in amateur basketball. 0 for 2 for JV Marcelino. Everyone enjoying the action here, including our MPBL president, Manny Pacquiao and wife Vicky.
And the crowd is really in it. You know, trying to help out yung kanilang home team, the Rice Vanguards. Good movement, good shot.
Toto will miss the 3. Rebound, nakuha ni Navarro.
Pero ganda ng setup na yun para kay Byron. Hope release for him to start connecting. In their previous game against Pasay, he made 2 quick ones.
Nabagnot inside. Second block for Toto. Tempra stepped on the line.
Good effort too by Tyrone Chan. Trying to prevent that really just quick pursuit of Tempra for the ball.
Nueva Ecija ahead by 1, under a minute remaining. 37-36. Toto Villarias. Binigay kay Robbie Celis, well defended. Navarro to Concepcion, down low to Arwin. Arwin trying to track down the ball.
Somehow yung mga getting in the passing lanes nitong Nueva Ecija, really wawala yung rhythm ng passing para dito sa Basilan, and that's good. If you're the Rice Vanguards. Now, if you're Basilan, you got to make adjustments and be wary and be conscious about where you're giving the ball to.
This is such a well-played game, though.
Agree.
Ang ganda ng quality ng game natin ngayon Sabado.
Right.
Worth the wait, ha? Worth the wait.
Right. And the trip.
Tama. Meron Chan, thought about it. Villarias gets into the lane. And to drop it off to Robbie Celis.
Difficult pass right there. Wrap around, going right to the left side of the floor.
9 on the shot clock para sa Rice Vanguards. 21.6 seconds in the game clock. Robbie Celis nabitawan ng bola. Recovered. Chan has to fire. No. Rebound. Tempra.
Twice Tyrone has taken a shot and I felt he's hurried and rushed those shots. He's so much better a shooter when he's calmer. So you got to stay steady to spread the floor.
Nabagnot. Navarro is open. No. Mocon. And that will do it for our first half dito sa Balayan City, the Nueva Ecija Coliseum.
Lagi mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Halftime dito sa Palayan City. We are live from the Nueva Ecija Coliseum kung saan ang Rice Vanguards have a 1-point lead against the Basilan Viva Port Masters. And even though they're struggling from beyond the arc, only 14%, and Basilan has hit 4 more three-pointers. Nueva Ecija coming alive with those inside baskets led by Robbie Celis.
Right. It really was a matter of points per possession, and the number of three-point makes para dito sa Basilan helped them create that separation earlier. Pero ang ganda ng recovery ng Nueva Ecija, enough for them to get the lead back. The free throws, kita mo yung disparity, 13 versus 7. More free throws awarded to Nueva Ecija, but the inside points really shows na paint scoring ang gumagana para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Well, Basilan was in the lead for almost 15 minutes in this ball game, and they were up by 11 at one point, 13-19 before Nueva Ecija fought back. And that was JC Marcelino na, started out, just distributing and making plays for others, and then all of a sudden, he took charge para sa kanyang kupunan. Speaking of taking charge, Alex Cabagnot has taken it upon himself really to do a lot of playmaking and a lot of scoring para sa kanyang kupunan.
And that really started the offensive side on the floor para dito sa Basilan, and Alex just did that, and sumunod lang sila Sherwin and eventually si Raba as well.
Raba Al-Husseini will start on the bench in the second half. Cabagnot, Tempra, Navarro, Concepcion, and Santos ang lima sa loob for Basilan. On the other side, it's JC and JV Marcelino. Will Macaloni, Robbie Celis, and Toto Villarias, the starting five as well for Coach Don Dulay. Navarro is open. He'll fire a three. Short. Arwin Santos, not a lot of lift on that jumper. Marcelino quickly to JV, inside to Robbie. Robbie, too strong, trying to go for the tip in, no good. Tempra gets the rebound.
So far, empty possession on the first two sets para dito sa dalawang team na to. And really, ang tanong lang naman dito, sino makakasustain ng momentum that they created? Both had runs, but who's gonna sustain it?
Concepcion launches the three. That won't work. Arwin to Cabagnot. Jumper. Short. Rebound. Toto Villarias. JV Marcelino. Signaling the play. Nakasona ngayon ng Basilan. Cross-court pass to JC Marcelino. That's a three. 11 points para kay JC Marcelino.
And it's important those shots start falling from the outside for Nueva Ecija, so that it opens up that zone. And right now, the important thing is for them to defend as well. Arwin misses.
Pangalawang tres na yan for Nueva Ecija.
One more.
JC Marcelino, another three. It's good! Back to back. And Nueva Ecija has opened up a 7-point lead early in the third quarter.
JC's right now 3 out of 4 from there on that spot.
Alex Cabagnot. They get the switch here. Arwin Santos. Rebounded JC Marcelino to the delight of the crowd. JV Marcelino for three. Yes, sir!
Oh, wow!
The Twins are coming alive.
Let me remind you, in that win against Pasay, it was the Twins that initiated that run, and they're doing that again this time on the offensive end, knocking down 3 triples real quick.
Lead is 10 points. Cabagnot, the fadeaway. No. Rebound ni Robbie Celis.
Another empty possession para dito sa Basilan.
Marcelino sees a free lane. JC Marcelino with 8 quick points in the third quarter.
And an 11-0 run to start things here for Nueva Ecija. talk about turning on the Jets. These Jets have definitely warmed up.
Marcelino, that was the first three-pointer. And this one, Robbie Celis. Ang ganda ng pasa.
Yeah.
JD Marcelino caught it in rhythm. And he rattles that one home. Nueva Ecija sustaining that momentum. They're now up by 12.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo. 50 si MB. Hati mo, si Manny.
JC Marcelino, 16 points tonight, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Those 2 3-pointers coming here in the second half. In the first 2.5 minutes of the second half. Basilan has been scoreless since the 2:59 mark ng second quarter. 11-0 run. Cabagnot is fouled and he nails the triple.
Wow, what a shot by Alex Cabagnot. As we were talking about that 11-0 run, and a good response here from Basilan with Alex getting fouled on that three.
Alex Cabagnot, I feel he's only going to get better with more games here in the MPBL. He's been asking a lot of questions. You know, the physicality, you know, some of the calls, the violations. You know, he is a rookie in this league.
That's right. But a pro nonetheless.
Tama.
But still, yung experience, he's just trying to calibrate himself in this league right now. Another three on its way.
He nearly went in. Celis on the leak out. And Robbie Celis makes it an 11-point lead. 14 in the ball game for Robbie Celis.
One of the very rare times we're seeing a fast break for Nueva Ecija. A lot of their points have really come from setups.
Grimaldo. Air ball. Celis na bitawan ng bola. It will stay with Basilan.
And I guess this is how huge the impact of the absence of Raba Al-Hosseini has been. I mean, early on, they've had Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards really busy with that paint defense. But right now, things are a little bit different without the big man in the middle for Basilan.
Herman Calo nearly traveled there. Tempra. Now with Cabagnot. Alex drives and he backs it in.
That's where he's most deadly. Left side of the floor, running through the top, and finishing through the middle.
Just an absolute
Pure
baller.
Look at that. Defense got caught.
May hesitation konti. And then Cabagnot, just incredible feel for the game.
At saka si Rob Celis, kanina hindi rin niya alam kung anong gagawin ni Alec, kung papasa ba o titira eh. See, earlier, he got a basket on a jumper on the same action. Ooh!
Down goes Jeff Viernes. And with the way he reacted, he's in a lot of pain.
Holding on to that right side of his gut. Was it JV that made that cut alongside Jeff? Jeff seems to be really hurt here. He's up.
The referee's reviewing this one. Jeff Viernes looks to be okay.
13-5 scoring so far here in the third quarter. Of course, it all started with the 11-0 run by the Twins. A couple of threes. So, ang laking bagay talaga nung nawala si Iraba Al-Husseini. In the first quarter, almost everyone got very
Upon review,
conscious
the
of where
last
he
foul
was.
has upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Number 3, JC
Marcelino.
Marcelino for excessive hard contact.
Excessive hard
Third
contact.
foul
It's
on
an
JC
unsportsmanlike
Marcelino.
foul. Tatlo na yan for JC Marcelino. So that will mean 2 free throws para kay Jeff Viernes plus ball possession for Basilan. Take a look at this one. So Viernes preventing the cut. There, the left elbow happened right in front of referee Maynard Zidane. First free throw missed by Jeff Viernes.
Basilan so far going 7 of 9, 8 of 10 right now from the free throw.
Calo, Viernes, Tempra, Grimaldo, and Cabagnot for the Viva Port Masters. Rice Vanguards, JB Marcelino, Lucas Colliar, Toto Villarias, Robbie Celis, and Will Macaloni. Grimaldo on to Calo. Bounce pass to Grimaldo, well defended by Villarias.
Good anticipation on that roll by Grimaldo.
Toto for 3, short. Iba ni Tempra. Solid minutes here for
Tempra.
James Tempra.
Right. Very solid.
He's got 7 rebounds in the ball game.
And Alex turns the ball over.
Colliar switching hands. 2 free throws coming up.
Definitely, JC got up in there before Jeff tried to stop him.
Jeff Viernes called the charge. He was moving.
Right. But defensively, you have to like the effort of Grimaldo, who's running alongside there for the defensive stop.
Meanwhile, let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Sa Delph Coach Mike, ramdam ko ang intensity of this game even inside the locker rooms with the number of people who were talking, sharing their thoughts, rallying their teammates, made it feel like it's a playoff game. Pero what stood out to me the most from the half are the leaders of both teams. After Coach Max said his instructions for Basilan, Alex Cabagnot looked at the young guards and said, if you want to go to the next level, you need to survive this press. While Robbie Celis nakakabalik lang after 1 week of rest, nilapitan isa-isa yung mga teammates niya tulad ni Manaytay, telling them what they have to do. Sabi ni Robbie, nagalit ako pero with good intentions. He's firm that this is what a leader should be, taking charge and transparent. Sa Delph Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Sydney, and just again, giving us a pulse of what happened during the halftime break. And this is yung interesting na dynamics dito, with a lot of veterans and a lot of hopefuls, ng mga players to want to make it to the next level. Ganyan yung mga mensahe.
Right.
Grimaldo, yes.
Right. And dyan na kasi pumapasok mentorship for the other young players, and Alex was pretty much straightforward. If you want to get to the next level, you got to survive this press and you got to survive this game. And him leading them is just leadership by example. That's very important for the young guys to follow. On the other side, Rob Celis just telling these guys the truth. Tough love, ika nga.
Tama. And Tempra, that's a breather. Binalik na si Arwin Santos. And Sherwin Concepcion also coming in para kay Eman Calo. Hit 3 3-pointers earlier.
Ganda ng mga binitawan ni Sherwin Concepcion kanina.
Manaytay, Macaloni, Wilson, Robles, and Colliar ang 5 for Nueva Ecija. Wilson blocked by Cabagnot. Loose ball, ends up with Alex.
The activity of Alex Cabagnot right now. Got a little more hop to that step.
Pagod pa yan, sabi ni Alex. Nakakapagod dito pa. Viernes, the shot fake. The bounce pass to Grimaldo. Left it short. Despite the defense of Colliar. Collier against Concepcion. Collier got the step, drives baseline, wild pass.
God, that was wild. And Rob,
He was looking to pass to our
Billy.
MPBL president Manny Pacquiao. Naka-blue din eh.
oo nga.
Nakakulay uniforme.
Catch and shoot sana kay Sen Manny yun.
Pumasok pa.
Oo.
Galing sa labas ha. 13 turnovers for Basilan, 12 for Nueva Ecija. Viernes. Jeff. Pakita si Grimando. There's a foul on Collier. That's the third team foul for Nueva Ecija.
Ang daming battle sa loob ng ng paint, Talagang labanan eh. Pag pumasok ka doon sa loob, asahan mo nang masasaktan ka at pahihirapan mo lang yung sarili mo.
Yes. Yes.
Walang pumasok mo na malinis.
Minsan may nakita ka, may napapayuko na lang.
Oo. Nagugulat ka, ba't yung mukha yun?
Oo. Ganon dito sa MPBL.
Right.
Kailangan matibay ang katawan mo. Cabagnot drives. Oh,
wow.
Alex Cabagnot. Rolling back the years. 17 in the game for Alex.
Wow, and Alex Cabagnot really igniting their team once again. This time around, beats the primary defense of JC going baseline. The help couldn't do anything. And yung off-tempo na lipad no?
He's big time. He's a big time player. And he is, we're happy that he's here.
Right.
Cabagnot with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Only in his second game for Basilan, but he could not complete the 3-point play. It's a 4-point lead for Nueva Ecija.
And Alex continues to elevate the definition of a point guard and a shooting guard here in the MPBL with this kind of game.
Oh,
And you gotta take that.
He misses this time. Robles, the one-hander, no good. Macaloni on the third attempt.
And that was a tough couple of offensive rebounds for Nueva Ecija, but the good thing is they were able to get points out of it.
I don't think you expect a lot of balls, especially pag agawan na sa rebound.
Right.
Look at Arwin Santos shoot over Collier.
I think that's the first time we've seen a really good lift on the shot of Arwin. That time around going glass.
Collier to Wilson. Binabatay ni Cabagnot. Wilson, nabitawan ng bola. Manaytay picks it up. Collier. They go down low to Macaloni. The kick out to
Nice
Wilson.
fake.
Nice fake by Wilson. And he knocks down the 3.
They want to review that. I guess that's only a 2. He's got a foot on the line. John did.
Oo. Ganda ng acknowledgement ni Alex doon kay John.
Right.
After the 3, another former MVP in the league. Santos short on the 3-pointer. 54-48 ang ating score. 6 ang namang ng Rice Vanguards. Under 2 minutes to play
He wants more space.
in the third period. Collier to Manaytay. Hand off to Wilson. Wilson will fire. Air ball.
Sherry was trying to catch up against that dribble handoff intended to free up John Wilson. And he was really just testing that spot. He made one out of there just like this one. That was the fake. This was the take.
Yeah. And Raba Al-Husseini goes back to the court to the delight of the crowd. So that was only a 2-pointer.
Right.
Para kay John Wilson.
Raba's revving up this game right now with him coming back.
And he hears it from the crowd. Concepcion. Bagsak si Raba. Kaduyak though is open. And he lays it in on the reverse.
I think we've seen Raba fall 3 or 4 times already on the floor this game.
Collier attacks, leaves it to Amito. Play broken up by Arwin Santos. Kaduyak. Nabitawan ang bola. Pinball. It will stay with Basilan.
Not really your best looking fast break. Di maganda in space. Nobody had clear control of the ball. If you're Basilan, you want to take that back. If you're Nueva Ecija, you're happy that your guys came back to defend.
Check out this assist of the game. Brought to you by 1xBet. Bumagsak si Raba. It seemed like Wilson pulled the chair on him.
Yeah. And Jammer Amito immediately reporting back to duty soon as Raba got inserted on the floor. Eto na, post up.
Aluseni against Hamito. Raba puts it in.
And he's got to stay in the game because he's been a good contributor. And the gravity that he brings on that post up.
Puljar. Jumper. In and out. Santos with a rebound. A loose ball foul on Concepcion.
Yeah, Sherwin got caught holding on to Billy Robles as Billy was trying to fight it out for that offensive glass.
54 to 52. Raba Aluseni. The drop step and the jump hook. Hirap pigilan yan.
Oo, lalo na kung going middle on that side of the floor. Strong hand with the right.
Mocon fires. No good. Rebound, Sherwin Concepcion. Basilan. Great response from them here in the third quarter. They were down by 10. Viernes, or 12 rather. Viernes, the fade away from Jeff off the glass and in. You have to remember, this is Mr. 50.
Oh, yes. We remember that, Sidel.
He can score in a variety of ways, Jeff Viernes. High game. Inside to JB Marcelino. Quick spin. Good help by Concepcion. And Kaduyak whistled for the foul. Basilan not yet in penalty, so bola. It will be a baseline inbound here.
How tough is this shot right there? Off leg.
Para matutumba na si Jeff Viernes.
Oh.
Sideline inbound. Para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards.
And dito sinusubukan nilang gamitin yung post-up against Jeff Viernes. They feel that they've got that advantage down low.
5-second differential, game clock and shot clock. JV Marcelino against his college teammate Raymar Kaduyak. JV looking for a teammate and Viernes locked in defensively. 7.1 seconds remaining in the third. 2 seconds to shoot para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Basta na ni Jeff alam niyang hindi naman titira si JV in that situation and that he was going to go on that baseline drift and he got in there, the passing lanes.
Amito has to put it up. No good. Rebound Concepcion. Viernes looks at the clock. 2 seconds. Mocon with a block. And we are back to where we started.
How close could this be? 3 quarters, none taken, none given. Each one's got their own run, and each team has responded back.
Highlights of the game are brought to you by Simplus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL Elevator Hydration. A quick start by Nueva Ecija here in the third saw them take a 12-point advantage. Pero bumawi ang Basilan Viva Port Masters, Alex Cabagnot, and Arwid Santos and Jeff Viernes joining forces as they forge a 54-all tie going into the final quarter. Alex Cabagnot finished with 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 turnovers against Rizal. Obviously still adjusting to the MPBL style of play. Tonight is locked in. 19 points, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. A little bit of everything from one of the best point guards to ever suit up in the game here in the country. Alex Cabagnot.
Oh man, and he's adjusted well. You know? If this is going to be a preview of a recalibrated Alex Cabagnot this season in the MPBL, boy, that's dangerous.
Tama. MPBL founder and president Senator Manny Pacquiao and the wife of Ma'am Vicky Pacquiao, and of course Ma'am Vian Cuevas, here in attendance at the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Manaytay travel. Quarter scoring. Lo and behold, Basilan actually took the third quarter 18-17.
Right.
So winning the first and the third periods. Viernes and Marcelino there.
Oh, what a move.
Jeff Viernes fade away, no good. And Billy Robles, smart play by Kaduyak.
Yeah. And you love the coaching staff, right? Coach Rob actually picking up Billy. You love that in competing teams. You know, no adversity, is really just tough competition with each other.
Go to Raba Alusaini against Jammer Hamito.
Yeah, they're kind of clear that side of the floor.
Raba fouled by Jammer.
Now, I like that Raba actually changed it up a little bit. Not going middle, settling for that drop step, going the baseline. Naka-recover si Jammer, pero ang laki talaga ni Raba.
You really have no choice but to foul Raba Alusaini there.
Right. And also, you know, much as this game is this close, almost all of the stats are really almost the same.
Free throws brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Sa subok at kompleto pants brand ng Pilipinas. Alusaini has 8 points in the ball game.
Matter of fact, the only clear difference in terms of all the stats, points in the paints, it's a +10 for Nueva Ecija, but everything else almost pretty much the same.
And Basilan has clawed their way back from 12 points down to take a 56-54 lead. Billy Robles, natapik ni Arwin Santos, labas kay Hamito, now with Manaytay, on to Mocon. And it's Mocon with 8 seconds in the shot clock. Hamito takes a jumper, no good. Rebound, Raymar Kaduya.
Good shot by Jammer right there, really just couldn't sink it. I mean, at some point, gotta draw out that defense of Raba Al-Hosseini by taking shots like those.
Alusaini to Viernes, he wants a repost. Viernes though, fires a three, in and out, rebound Manaytay. Foul on Kaduyak.
Well, some of the scoring guys have actually been very quiet for Nueva Ecija. You talk about Manaytay, who was good in the first game. Tosi Tansinko, we haven't heard so much from him after doing really good. He was what, 5 out of 8 from 3 in the last game. A lot of it has to do because of the character of this game. It's got a lot of up and down, and defense is very vital. So you gotta have advantage in strength and in height for the most part.
It's a foul of Jeff Viernes. Ibang klase ang diin ng game na to.
Oo, iba talaga.
Kami, nagko-cover lang kami dito. Siyempre, malapit kami. So, ramdam na ramdam namin. May tumatagilid. Akala mo, naglalakad ng maayos or tumatakbo ng maayos. Bigla may bumangga, tumatagilid. You know, these things.
Right. Hindi mo lang naririnig yung ariko po, pero you can see
masakit ang katawan nila lahat, for sure. For
right.
sure. Mocon has it against Cabagnot. Mocon. Binigay kay Manaytay.
Good
That's
shot.
a three.
Good
It's
shot.
good.
Good shot. That is the very first time in a very long while that we've seen a player catch and shoot. And Manaytay, you got that defense space, you gotta take that.
57-56. Nueva Ecija has regained the lead.
Kaya yung defense din medyo nakasagi kasi alam nila may dribble pa. Look at this. Stop and the pass over to Manaytay. Rise up and take it.
Kanina nag-hesitate siya eh.
Oo. Meron na rin siya isa kanina eh, no?
Oo. Raba wants a repost against Jammer.
Layo masyado.
Raba had to fire. He was looking for contact.
Yeah. He was trying to fish for one.
Hindi bibigay yan.
Oo.
The nature of this game says that those fouls are not going to be given.
They're not going to be given.
And even that, Eman Calo almost a steal, recovered by Mocon. Mocon launches the jumper, no good. Rebound ni Alusaini.
not really a good offensive sequence for Nueva Ecija.
Kaduyak bringing the ball down. Raymar Kaduyak.
Wow!
Nabitawan ng bola ni JV Marcelino. Calo with the steal. Bounce pass to Raba Aloseni, who's fouled by Manaytay.
You love, again, you love that Raba Aloseni is very actively just catching and laying it in that situation. Not complaining, he's going in there and taking positional advantage inside the paint. Kaduyak's down.
Kaduyak. That's the former teammate JV Marcelino there, also checking on him. Gusto nila panoorin ulit tong review the play earlier kung saan parte bumagsak si Kaduyak.
And it seems that he's really in a lot of pain. See that again.
Okay, that elbow by
one,
Hamito.
right. That one right there.
Nabigyan.
Yeah.
Back in the game for Ken Mokon.
Ken Mokon. Pinahinga muna. Toto Villarreal comes back in. JV Marcelino. Kita mo yung concern niya kay Raymar Kaduyak. These are brothers.
The twins, right?
These are brothers.
That's right.
Ang daming pinagdaanan ng mga yan.
Oh.
You know, during that time of Coach Topex Robinson
Right.
with Lyceum. They going through the heartbreak of going 18-0 and losing a final.
Right.
They can't call. Are they making a call here? Because Raba Aloseni is at the line now.
No, it's Raba because of the foul
Yeah.
earlier on the attempt.
But-
But so, will they get another foul out of that situation?
No, so it looks like there is an unsportsmanlike foul on Jammer Hamito.
And that sure look, I guess, excessive.
So Aloseni with 2 free throws and 2 free throws for Kaduyak as well, but he has been subbed off. And then ball possession for Basilan. The big break here
Big break here.
for the Viva Port Masters.
And this is just a 1-point game advantage for Nueva Ecija. And Raba so far on the line.
Upon review, there was an act of violence,
Act of violence.
on Nueva Ecija number 1, Jomar Hamito, for excessive hard contact.
And Raba hasn't missed yet on the line. 5 of 5. So I think they're gonna have first that
2 free throws.
Kaduyak situation free throw before Raba.
Which is, okay, that's sorted.
First trip to the line for Navarro.
Yeah, Lorenzo Navarro. They'll
2
take
free throws,
the free
Renzo
throws in lieu
Navarro.
of Raba Aloseni. Or,
Of
sorry, Raymar Kaduyak.
Kaduyak. Tight game.
Worth the trip, Coach?
Oh, yeah.
To Palayan City.
That's right.
Oh, in and out sa pangalawa. Raba Aloseni. This is quite interesting because they're trying to move them out when the unsportsmanlike
been done already.
was
right?
actually
Right. It should be rebounders already.
No, I thought, okay, I thought it was going to be Aloseni's free throws first, and then Navarro's free throw plus the ball possession for
okay.
Basilan.
Right. Right.
If my understanding is correct.
Right, because they're gonna get ball possession after.
Or because may dalawang free throw na, Aloseni na lang, and now
yeah.
may rebound.
That's right.
So it looks like ganun na nga yung desisyon. Yung 2 free throws muna ng unsportsmanlike kay Kaduyak, and then Aloseni on the fast break foul.
So there'll be no possession awarded to Basilan in that case.
Sayang yun because they've missed
Oo.
both 2 of the 3 already. Aluseni,
Splits it.
58 to 57 now. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Manaytay to Celis. Celis will drive against Aluseni. Napigilan ni Raba.
Trying to try him out.
Jumper, and Robbie Celis puts it in.
Now that puts a lot of pressure on the perimeter defense of Raba Oloseni. So they keep throwing him out.
16 in the ball game for Robbie Celis. Also has 8 rebounds. Kabagnot. Aluseni, nice fake.
Ganda.
Raba, turnaround shot is good.
Inantay ni Kabagnot makarating sa baba bago give up yung bola. Clearly taking advantage.
12 puntos na para kaya Raba Aluseni. Turnover for JV Marcelino. In comes Will Macaloni for Christian Manaytay.
After that made basket by Rob Celis, an empty possession here for Nueva Ecija. Look at this one. He waited until that defense committed and switched before he dropped it off to Raba Oloseni.
Wala eh, committed na si Manaytay sa kanya eh.
Oo, kumagat na eh, no?
At si Villarias ngayon yung nakabantay
Oo.
kay Raba.
Uh-huh.
Tingnan mo yung confusion sa ilalim. Raba overshoots.
Oh,
Almost a steal. Toto. JC. Robbie. Jumper.
yeah.
Yes.
Good ball movement. Ball didn't hit the floor once it crossed half court, and everybody just finding out the least guarded guy, and that happens to be Rob Celis.
18 in the game for Robbie Celis. Also has 8 rebounds and 4 assists. James Tempra fires a 3. No good. Macaloni with rebound number 6. Celis against Tempra. Fade away, short. And Robbie Celis saying it's last touch on him. Alex Cabagnot. Pahinga muna. Balik si Arwin Santos, Sherwin Concepcion, and Jason Grimaldo. Eman Calon, Enzo Navarro completing the 5 for Coach Mactans.
Yeah.
Port Masters.
You're gonna want to preserve Raba Oloseni for that clear stretch later on.
Navarro misses the 3. Navarro for the loose ball. It's a foul on Toto.
Toto Villarias. Talagang ano eh, bungguan, kapitan, pahirapan pag nasa loob ka eh.
Free throws for Sherwin Concepcion. Nasa penalty na ang Nueva Ecija.
Free throw makes plus 6 ang Basilan dito against Nueva Ecija.
Nothing but net para kay Sherwin Concepcion. Into double figures with 10.
Pero yung dalawang 3 points niya kanina, mabigat yun.
Tatlo.
Yung tatlong 3 points niya, mabigat yun because they literally were trying to find someone else to score, and you know, the space that he provided gave them the advantage earlier.
11 points para kay Sherwin Concepcion. It's a 1-point lead for the Port Masters. Villarias. The handoff to JC Marcelino. JC, full head of steam. The drop pass to Macaloni. Basket and 1.
Yeah. They're gonna want to review this.
I thought there was no foul.
There was no foul. There wasn't enough contact in there.
Wala.
Yeah, wala.
And I think they're gonna get this challenge to be successful.
And every white shirt in there was saying, no, there's no foul.
Kahit tayo.
Oo.
By Basilan is successful. Basket counts for Will Mataloni.
Challenge successful for Coach Mactan and Basilan Portmasters. So no foul on Jason Grimaldo.
Yeah. Clearly. And everybody was surprised. All for white shirts right there.
Oo, so, but then, isa lamang ng Nueva Ecija ulit. Viernes.
Sherwin right now.
Arwin Santos against Robbie Celis.
Now a short.
Well defended by Robbie. Chance for the Rice Vanguards to extend this lead. Marcelino.
Oh, wow.
JV from the corner. Good!
Well, I think 3 times already they set up the top weave, leaving that corner with the shooter. In this case, happens to be JV. Earlier, almost same.
Yeah, pangalawang tres na yan.
Oh.
Ni JV Marcelino. 6 deadlocks, 13 lead changes. A foul on JV Marcelino on the driving Jeff Viernes.
Yeah. And you like that scheme because everybody's very busy trying to defend upstairs, not knowing it's just a setup for a left-handed JC to go drive the left side of the floor.
But there is a clear lane there,
Right.
and Viernes had to help, and it's a long closeout.
Tsaka kailangan niya tumulong eh.
Oo.
Kasi nakashoot kanina si
Hindi,
JC.
tsaka dire-diretso
Diretso
yun.
na eh, right. So you have to pick your poison.
Viernes, buntis ang kanya unang free throw.
Somehow, you know, deficits like this or leads like this are nowhere safe in this kind of game.
14 of 20 at the line for Basilan, 6 of 15 for Nueva Ecija, 0 for 2. Arwin Santos really got the steal there. Macaloni to Robbie
nice
Celes,
pass.
short. Macaloni with the save.
Oh, no.
Toto for 3. Viernes with a rebound. Marcelino will be whistled for the foul.
Oh, wow.
Now, he knew what he was doing, Jeff Viernes.
Yep.
Alam niyang nandun sa gilid niya si JV Marcelino.
Sold it a little bit too.
What a game.
More free throws here for your Basilan. Jeff, he's 1 out of 4.
Now we roll in for Jeff Viernes. Walang umaalis. Walang umuuwi.
Lahat locked in.
Locked in. Jeff Viernes, 4 points and 3 assists so far. 2 for 2. For Jeff Viernes. 2-point lead para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Tsaka yung sagutan, ang ganda ng laro eh, no? May run ka, ako rin run. Pumuntos ka, sasagot din kami.
Tempra and Cabagnot are back in the ball game for Arwin Santos and Calo. Oh, what a block by Grimaldo.
Oh, Grimaldo once again saying...
There's a whistle going against Jason Grimaldo. But will they challenge this though? I think so.
I think they will challenge this. Look at that. Straight line.
Ooh!
That looked ball. That's close.
Pero meron akong nakitang all ball din last time. Pero may foul
May foul eh.
All ball, may konting katawan. May
Uh-huh.
konting katawan din nakita ko last time.
Pero at least yung weave nila kanina dito sa taas, they changed it a little bit.
Another challenge for Coach Mactan. We'll be right back. MPBL president and founder Senator Manny Pacquiao with Ma'am Jinky Pacquiao here, Ma'am Bian Cuevas as well. Here at the Nueva Ecija
challenge
Coliseum
made
in
by
Palay
Basilan
City. It's a
was
challenge
successful.
That's successful.
Pangalawa na yan, na successful challenge to Coach Mac.
What a block from Jason Grimaldo.
Oh. And true enough, he's really giving quality minutes.
Sabi ko sa'yo, may konting contact. Pero ibibigay niya, hindi nila tatawagan ng foul yun.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson this week. Nag-cover pa naman ako ng 5 araw.
Oo, no. Ang dami mong na-observe.
JV Marcelino with a jumper. Short. Rebound. Viernes comes away with it.
Safely.
Under 4 minutes to play. Concepcion sees a gap. Nabitawan ng bola. He recovers. Out to Tempra. Viernes with 8 on the shot clock. Cabagnot against Macaloni. He'll
loves
drive
that
the
swing.
runner from Alex. He'll miss.
Yeah.
It's a good shot though.
Yeah, that was positional advantage, I guess, for Alex, but really just couldn't make that shot to go in.
JC out to Robbie. Celis down low to Macaloni. Play broken up by Grimaldo.
Yeah. Well, they had Will Macaloni curl under on the opposite side, hoping that Grimaldo will stay with Rob, but Grimaldo really stuck with Will. So that deflection.
It's one of those teams, itong Basilan, that yung size nila can really cause problems dito sa Nueva Ecija. There's Macaloni, fires a 3, no good. Toto Villarreal with a big
Toto.
rebound, and he lays it in for 2.
Look at that rebound by Toto Villarreal.
And he extends the lead 68-64. That's the first basket for John Byron Toto Villarreal. Viernes for 3. No good. Rebound ni Toto Villarreal. Marcelino will wait.
That was a risky one. They went under on that screen with Jeff Viernes taking a 3.
JC Marcelino.
Yeah.
It's a foul on Grimaldo.
Yeah, and I like that ploy of them having that middle ball screen, bringing Grimaldo out, allowing JC going left because it's tough once that switch happens. What this one? Oh, grabe yung trinabaho ni Toto dun.
Wala nag-box out. Nakataligod lahat.
Oo. Very timing ng lundag tsaka extension.
Marcelino to inbound. JV. Carlo read the play.
Right.
It's an offensive foul on Robbie Celis.
Ano, twice nang ginawa ni Eman Calo yan.
Dyan sa kang galing eh.
Correct.
Nabisado niya lahat eh.
He knew that it was a middle shake.
Alam niyo yung play.
Alam niya, he knew that it was a middle shake. Na pagka-alis doon, may re-replace pa ang atin. That happens to be Rob Celis. And him very quickly getting to the passing lanes.
4-point game. Cabagnot, Tempra, Viernes, Grimaldo, and Calo.
Oh no.
Viernes is open.
Yeah.
Grimaldo, bounce pass to Tempra, nag-alangan. They want to challenge this. They're claiming it's off the foot of Tempra.
Yeah. Naked eye, I think it should go to Nueva Ecija. At least from our vantage point from what we saw. Pero nag-hesitate si Jeff, ano? He was free. Nobody was in there.
And Grimaldo as well.
Also, right.
And meanwhile, we'll take a break and we'll be right back after the challenge.
Ecija was unsuccessful.
Well, unsuccessful challenge. It will stay with Basilan. We'll check this one again. That is off the knee of JC Marcelino.
Right.
Siya pa yung nabigla.
Oo, siya pa nabigla.
You know, replay don't lie.
Replay don't lie.
Marcelino, Celis, Macaloni, Villarias, and JC Marcelino are in the game. One-hander from foul on Toto Villarias. So that will be 2 free throws para kay Eman Calo. Alam mo yung, you know what stands out to me in this game? Yung character ng tig-isang player. Every player, there's 10 players on the floor. There's a certain character na sa kanila na ayaw magpatalo.
Right.
They will scrap, fight, claw, do whatever it takes. Yung kay Eman Calo, that was he had no business going in there.
That's right.
But he knows that that's what's needed right now.
That's right. Kaya yung playoff feel no? You know, you feel it if you're in here and really just guys wanting to end up with a win.
Tama. 2-point game. Nueva Ecija. They have the ball and a 2-point lead with 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Eman Calo. JV Marcelino. Picked by Macaloni. Macaloni wants it back against Grimaldo. Will squeezes himself through. Great defense by Grimaldo. Agawan sa loose ball. Ends up with Robbie Celis. A lot of contact there.
Man. But how about Rob Celis? And you love the sportsmanship again. Alex and Rob.
And Macaloni may have gotten away with an offensive foul there.
With a ward on the right hand.
Oh.
Right.
And Kabagnot. Sorry. Hindi sadya.
Hindi sadya.
Kailangan kong bola. Pareho lang tayo. Celis against Arwin Santos. JV Marcelino. Goes back. JC. 3 seconds on the shot clock. JC fires. No. Agawan sa rebound. The two Cebuanos refusing to let go.
Talagang ang taas ng level of competition and commitment dito sa mga players na to. I mean, no question about it. If you're a fan watching this, you're gonna love the way that both these teams have played.
Oo. Magkaibigan yan, ha?
Oo.
Magkaibigan yan. Will Macaloni and Eman Calo. That's the Cebuano connection. That was with Nueva Ecija last season. Ngayon, magkaibang kumpunan na sila. Billy Robles is back in the game. Viernes. They go to Kabagnot.
Oh, no.
Travel on Alex.
That's clearly a travel.
What a time
for
that call against Alex Kabagnot.
It looked like he hopped twice. 1, 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Two-point lead for Nueva Ecija. A minute remaining. Foul on Eman Calo. That will send JC Marcelino to the line. Pangatlo na yan. So this will be the first trip sa linya ni JC Marcelino.
First trip to the line for JC. 7 of 10 from the field. 2 of 2 from 3. First trip to the line.
Much more efficient here with Nueva Ecija to si JC Marcelino. Both teams with a couple of timeouts remaining. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists para kay JC Marcelino and Basilan sues for time. 59.6 seconds ang natitira dito. 3-point lead for the Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards. Basilan will have the ball when you return.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Hati mo, si Manny!
This fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Kaway-kaway!
Parang nagulat pa siya sa
Mga taga-Palayan City.
Right.
We're so happy to be here. This is the MPBL. 1 week down. 1 week of many this season.
Pero ang gaganda ng mga laro, ha?
Tama.
Ang gaganda.
You wouldn't want to miss games. Viernes, nakuha ang inbound. Calo, Santos, Grimaldo, and Cabagnot are in the game. Atake si Alex. Jumper ni Alex Cabagnot. Mintis. Rebound. It ends up with Robbie Celis. Perhaps the most important rebound of the game so far. Robbie looking for a way through. Travel on Robbie Celis. He was asking for a foul. It was not given.
And like what you said earlier, they're not gonna give you that. Not anymore. 12 rebounds, by the way, already for Rob.
They will allow this contact here.
Same play.
Cabagnot against Macaloni. Alex fires a three. No. Macaloni taps it to Marcelino. It's a steal for Jeff Viernes.
Got a quick shot.
Santos for three. No. And this time it's a foul on Eman Calo.
Yeah. Well, some of you who might ask, why did they take a quick shot? Because they were going for a 2-for-1. The clock was winding. It was already at 30 seconds. Best time for you to get off a shot at the very least at the 29 seconds. So Arwin, aside from having that space, really wanted clock management as well.
He had a medyo may ano siya.
May angle, may space.
It was open.
Yeah.
Marcelino at the line again.
Oh.
No good on the free throw.
Leaving that door open.
Slightly open.
Mm-hmm.
And then you expect Coach Mactan to call a timeout here if this goes in.
Right.
And 26.6 seconds remaining, or not, no? Marcelino, they will use the timeout.
Right.
That's their last timeout of the ball game.
Yeah. They're gonna want to advance that ball in the front court, so that leaves them more time.
Tama. And we might have an opportunity to listen in on Coach Mactan's huddle dun sa Basilan.
Alwin! Alwin! Tingos! Okay? Jeff! Handscreen! Naman! Ang meron! Pag wala! Ilibahito sa natin natin. Pare, pag lumabas yung meron. Alwin! Tapos mag-foul tayo. Tapos mag-foul tayo. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! May kaya pa yan! May oras pa! 26 seconds pa na kaya! Okay, si stop!
Yeah, no choice really but to take a quick shot here.
Right.
Out of that inbound.
Right. And if you can, when possible, if you're gonna foul, you're gonna want to foul a JC who split his last free throws.
70-66. Cabagnot, Calo, Grimaldo, Santos, and Viernes ang lima sa loob. Viernes. Open three. No. Calo. He'll fire. Short as well. And rebound is secured by Billy Robles. Two opportunities for Basilan.
They did have good looks. Jeff had a shot. Eman Calo had his turn. Boy.
Coach Mactan. Not much you can do there, really. They had good looks.
Yep.
Billy Robles knocks down the free throw. They battled hard, Basilan,
Oh, yeah.
but it looks like Nueva Ecija. Okay, 5-point lead pa. Last touch on Robles. Lucky break there for the Port Masters.
There's still time.
There's a lot of time here.
Still a lot of time. You can't relax if you're Nueva Ecija. They make a 3 here. Exactly.
He should have been there a couple of possessions ago, but nonetheless, they need a 3 now. Concepcion is in the game. Arwin fakes. Just a little too crowded there in that area. Ako, I can see Basilan improving with their chemistry, and I can see them really creating a dent here in the MPBL.
Agree.
Celis will grab the rebound, and Robbie Celis, that's rebound number 13.
Right. And, you know what? Compared to their first game, Basilan, it's night and day. This is clearly the battle and the compete that you want to see in your players for Basilan. And sure,
But the poise of the Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards nangibabaw dito down the stretch.
right.
And with
So, kinakalawang pa, no? Second half pa lang, first half pa lang, pagod na ako. Pero yun nga, gaya nga nasabi ko sa'yo kanina, yung trust na binibigay sa akin ng mga coaches, especially si Coach Don, kailangan kong suklian yun. No? Kahit hindi sa scoring, effort, depensa, leadership sa loob ng court, lahat gagawin ko.
And aside from all that, you mentioned earlier the importance of leadership, di ba? Kaya kinakausap mo yung mga teammates mo one-on-one. And I witnessed that at the half. Ngayon, anong masasabi mo sa naging tulungan ninyo to get this win kahit na marami rin namang veterans yung kabilang team?
Yung kalaban namin, Basilan, puro idol yan eh. No? Sila Kuya Arwin, sila Kuya Alex. Pero yun nga, big respect sa kanila, no? So we have to play hard. And about leadership, wala, kailangan ko talaga mag-step up, nakausapin yung mga teammates ko. So hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy.
Robbie, sinong gusto mong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes, unang-una, binabati ko si Ma'am Rian, pagaling ka po, para sa inyo po itong game na to. Kay Boss Ivan, kay Boss Bong Cuevas, sa family ko, sa wife ko, kay Donna, kay Rob, kay Daniel, kay Mama Tess, sa tatay ko sa Bulacan, kay Tita Ruby. Happy birthday kay Jane, kay Joanne, kay Jude, sa lahat ng mga tropa dyan sa Peria, sa Diliman, at kina Kuya Weng dyan sa Paranaque. Yun, thank you.
Congratulations once again, Robbie Celis, our best player of the game, brought to us by 1xBet. Now back to our panel.
big time performance.